President Bush came to the Bay Area today to view the devastation left by the earthquake, and he brought with him a promise of federal help, along with praise for those who have helped. The president said the government will do what it must, but offered no specifics. Repeatedly, he invoked the spirit of the American people, their willingness to help one another, neighbor to neighbor and friend to friend. An obviously moved president looked up at the damaged Highway 880, the Nimitz Freeway in Oakland, where bodies were still entombed, and then he said, Jesus. As he walked near the twisted steel and concrete with Mayor Lionel Wilson and Mayor Agnos and other politicians, the president reached out to those who have joined in the long and frustrating rescue effort. He shook hands with police, Red Cross workers, and others. The president called them 1,000 points of light. From Oakland, a helicopter took him across the bay, above the damaged Bay Bridge, and over the wrecked homes in San Francisco's Marina District. The president did not touch down in that stricken neighborhood, but made a brief stop at nearby Crissy Field. There is where Mayor Agnos showed him pictures of the damage close up. And then it was south to Santa Cruz for a walking tour that took the president past the devastated Pacific Garden Mall. The president then stopped and did what he had refrained from doing all day long. He talked to the media, told them what he had seen, how he felt, and he spoke about what needs to be done now.
I'll tell you one very touching thing was that this town, this community, spent $18,000 just in volunteer contributions to South Carolina just a handful of weeks ago, and here they are stricken. And I hope that the American people will respond with exactly the same compassion. I guess the most emotional thing was talking to the father, well, first to the doctors and then to the father of the little boy whose life was saved on the freeway, crushed freeway, when the doctors went in and had to amputate his leg to get him out. But in terms of what it'll cost, I don't know. But the federal government will work with these other entities, state, government entities, private entities, to see that the suffering is alleviated, restoration begins. What I don't want to do is start making estimates when the federal government doesn't have the information from which to make those estimates.
With a quick goodbye, the president headed for a brief trip to Moffett Field and a flight back to the nation's capital. His visit was over some 4 hours after it began.